Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Julian with me. We've just drawn 0-0
0-0
to Atalanta at the...
Well, you call it the G Wiz Stadium.
So what is it? I got him. Forgot it, have you?
Geves.
You remember last minute little slot in the bottom corner there.
Geves Stadium.
Yeah, well done.
Stadium.
Well done. Yes, at the Geves Stadium, and 0-0. Now, after a long wait, maybe 2 hours, an hour in the stadium, hour on the coach, we're here surrounded by Raya police officers. The game, this is the most entertaining bit of the game, was getting out and getting back, and here we are, no ultras, but let's talk about the game, Julian. A 0-0 draw, Lee said about put him to sleep. Was there elements to that? Because I think there's big talking moments in this game. What did you make of the game?
Well, it was tactically intriguing, I thought. That was Lee's word.
Why was it tactically intriguing, Julian?
Because I just like the word, correct? It was just sounded intelligent.
It sounded intelligent.
And it came from Lee.
What intrigued you today?
It was a game where the defences were definitely on top for the vast majority
100%.
of it. We got there, and the first thing I would say, I'm going to compliment the referee, because he actually let the game go. It was really refreshing to see a referee that didn't want to be at centre stage.
Yeah.
And you could say that there should have been a booking for Timber, I think, in the first half, because he deliberately tried to stop the free kick.
Yeah.
And it's just it's very interesting how that was so blatant. I don't think you could have had any qualms about him getting booked.
I'm surprised he didn't show me a yellow card. You're right. He slid across and blocked the quick free kick.
Yeah, and in Europe they seem to have the reputation for giving out yellow cards all the time, and it being really soft and you can't get away with anything. But
it was Trossard's brother, the referee said, though.
He did look like him. His identical twin brother.
I'm glad you got that one.
Yeah, but for the first 20 minutes, I thought it was going to be quite an easy game.
Yeah.
That we had all the possession, and I have done some research on them, and I know that in a lot of their games that they do concede a lot of possession.
Right.
And they gradually got back into the game, and actually the possession, I haven't checked the stats, but I would think that
they'd had more, surely.
They'd have more. And after the 20 minutes, they not only gradually got into the game, but actually were quite dominant. And I wouldn't say we were lucky to get away with a 0-0, but we definitely didn't deserve the win.
Well, when you get a penalty awarded against you, I mean, coming out of a 0-0 draw is some would say it's lucky.
Well, it was lucky that we had probably the best goalkeeper in the world on current form in goal for us, and also
you worded that very well.
Yeah, and also the goalkeeping coach had something to contribute to that.
Oh, so you spotted when he went over to the bench?
He went over there, and there was a reason why he went over there. He dived the right way. I don't think he's obviously been coached, because we've seen that kind of save a number of times even this season, where he makes the save and he literally springs up.
Yeah.
And the second save was probably more impressive than the first, but it was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah,
and he kept us in it.
How important is David Raya for Arsenal right now? Because I think you're right. I think a lot of fans would say Ramsdale last season made some amazing saves, but David Raya, well, like I mentioned to Lee, was questioned about his saving ability last season. Distribution, high claim, all that we was all happy with, but it was more the big game saves. But of late, he's done a few. Aston Villa, the one off the crossbar. Today's one is loads. Even against Spurs and Brighton, there were some key saves made.
Yeah,
how important is he for Arsenal?
Okay, so the reason why I think he's one of the best in the world, I mean, I have played that position, and there's a number of elements to that position that are important.
Enlighten us.
Okay, so we'll go back to the Tottenham goalkeeper.
Yep.
And they were last season saying how wonderful he is, but he's a little bit weak on set pieces.
Yeah, remind me his name? I'm playing Vicario, carry on.
What's his first name?
Vicario, carry on.
Okay, what's his first name?
Yeah, yes. Vicario.
Okay, Vicario. He's Italian, isn't he?
Yeah,
he is Italian.
Okay,
so he has a weakness on set pieces, which we exploited.
Of course.
Now, you can't say Raya has any types of weakness on set pieces. He comes out, he commands his area.
Yeah,
but last season he had a little bit of criticism about being a shot stopper.
Yeah.
Now,
because we hadn't seen.
I didn't think he was a bad shot stopper. It was just the way that he was playing the game. He was actually stopping the attacks before it got to the shots.
Well, the defenders were doing that, surely.
They were helping, but the way that he was setting himself up was he was cutting out the danger before it happened. Now, this season we've seen that he is a great shot stopper because
Yeah.
some of the saves he's made have been tremendous.
Correct.
You know, really tremendous. So, you know, you can tick that one off. Another contributing factor to being a great goalkeeper nowadays is how they are on the ball
Yeah.
and his distribution. Now,
Yeah,
that actually has never been in doubt. So that seemed to be one of the main reasons they brought him there. And the fourth element for me, I don't know if you'd agree or disagree.
Well, you're the goalkeeping experts, Karen.
Well,
You.
okay, all right. In this scenario, I'm probably the expert.
Yeah.
But the handling ability, because you see a lot of goalkeepers that they might save the ball,
Yeah.
but they push it out and they don't command it as in catching the ball, which is something that's almost been lost in the game the last few years, because goalkeepers, when I was growing up, always used to catch the ball, and he seems to be able to do that as well. So on that basis, I would say he's currently one of the best in the world. And having spoken to my father tonight, he thought that, and he said that his first game was 1949, and he's never seen a goalkeeper on current form in the whole of Arsenal's history that's as good as him.
That's a big statement.
It's a massive statement. I mean, it's a shorter period of time. Obviously, there's been some great goalkeepers some brilliant goalkeepers over the years who have been at Arsenal for a number of years. So you can't judge him and say at the moment he's the best goalkeeper ever in Arsenal's history. But on current form, and with all those contributory sort of elements to being a great goalkeeper, he's ticking them all. Whereas other goalkeepers before, they didn't have the ball playing skills, which he does.